MAGA should not be allowed to celebrate 4th of July. If you are a member of MAGA, a red hat wearing dope who voted for Donald Trump and still right now supports what he's doing to this country, I don't want you celebrating 4th of July. You should be sitting in the corner in a dark room with a dunce cap on, your red dunce cap, and I want no fireworks, no barbecues, no hot dogs, none of it. You should be sitting in the corner in absolute shame. Donald Trump is systematically, every single day, destroying this country. And it's only been 5 months. It's going to get so much worse. If you went to school for all those years and you said that Pledge of Allegiance, justice and liberty for all, and you didn't understand what for all meant, it didn't mean everyone except the migrants.
Hey my loves, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Pretty Mints. If you're new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you never miss a beat. So this year, a lot of people are not feeling the 4th of July, and honestly I get it. With everything going on, from the laws Trump has been pushing to that so-called big ugly bill, if I may, he passed right on Independence Day, many folks are saying, what freedom are we even celebrating? Social media has been full of voices saying that they just don't feel patriotic this year. They don't feel safe, they don't feel protected, and they definitely don't feel free. Some are even calling it independence for who, right? It's a lot, and people are reacting in real time, choosing to stay home, wear black, or treat the 4th like just another day. Anyways, let's look at what people have been saying online, and we'll come back and talk some more.
If I catch and one of you POCs, you people of color, if and black is out there, call yourself celebrating today, after what's going on in America today. Yesterday they passed a bill that's probably gonna time slap warp us back into 1818. If I catch and one of you motherfuckers out there celebrating today, I'm calling ICE on your ass and tell them that the Haitians, the Caribbeans, the Africans from abroad are out there. They're eating dogs and cats and barbecuing dogs and cats on the grill. Your ass is going to South Sudan.
Imagine instead of waking up in 2011, Steve Rogers wakes up today, July 4th, 2025. Imagine he gets thawed out today when the last thing he remembers is sacrificing himself to stop a Yahtzee nuke. Which one of y'all are going to explain it to him? Because I'm not.
All right, I'm off to the beach today for a family barbecue. And I am not happy about it. Because fuck the 4th of July. After this bill passed yesterday, man, it's just the cherry on top of everything else that's going on right now. Concentration camps being built in the United States. Millions being kicked off healthcare in 2 years, by the way. Just FYI, that's how that's going to work. Billions being added to ICE's budget. It's crazy. We are not living in a free and fair society. No, I mean, fuck Independence Day. Independence for who? Nope. So, yeah, not happy today. Gonna muddle through, but yeah, fuck Independence Day. Fuck this shit.
Well, it's Independence Day, and I think Donald Trump's probably gonna sign that big, beautiful bill today. I guess it's kind of fitting that the destruction of America is signed into law on the same day that the country was founded, so I guess it's fitting. I don't know about you, but I'm not feeling very celebratory on this 4th of July. Everything I see seems like the American experiment is over. I mean, they're putting more money into ICE than they do in the Marines. And half of America seems to be giddy at the idea of human beings being fed to fucking alligators. The American experiment was a failure. I mean, it always was. It was started on racism and genocide and slavery and just all horrific crap by a bunch of white supremacist pieces of shit. So, maybe it's a good thing it's over.
I don't know about y'all, but 4th of July is canceled at my house because I literally have nothing to celebrate.
Well, y'all, it's official. The House just passed the one big, ugly, shitty bill, and it's now on its way to Trump's desk, where he will more than likely sign it. And you know what really gets me is that the people that so happily voted to cut hundreds of billions of dollars from food benefits for people who need it, the people that voted to cut almost $1 trillion in healthcare from people who need it, the people that voted to explode the debt ceiling while simultaneously lying and saying they're doing the opposite, the people that did all of that to give more money to billionaires that they didn't earn. Those people are going to spend this weekend celebrating what they did in the name of independence and freedom and America. Those people are going to celebrate our country's independence from a tyrannical king wrapping themselves in the American flag, parading around, talking about how patriotic and happy to be free they are. I guess maybe they were a little too busy trying to dodge the point from smacking them right in the face to look at that liberty and justice for all part at the end of the Pledge of Allegiance. This bill is atrocious. It is sickening. And let me tell you, I watched the vote rolling in on TV and seeing those Republicans with their little school-age kids up there with them, cheering, hollering, jumping for joy, dapping each other up, genuinely so excited about what they just did. Stomach churning. Because the fact of the matter is, this bill is going to kill people. And even though some parts of the bill will take effect immediately, some parts have very intentionally been given a sort of delayed implementation, conveniently till right after the midterms. Or later on, again, conveniently, until right after the 28 race. So tomorrow, a couple years from now, a decade from now, what does it really matter? This bill is designed to kill people. And the people who gathered around and collectively pulled the lever to do all this killing, all with a big smile on their face, they're all taking this weekend to bask in their shared religious white nationalism and devotion to capitalism and celebrate the fact that they finally laid down the hammer on those pesky immigrants and those goddamn trans people. So I don't know about the rest of you, but this weekend is not feeling very patriotic to me. I'm gonna sit repping the red, white, and blue out this year because it seems like everything that our country was founded on that we use this holiday to celebrate no longer remains. So I don't really see a reason to celebrate. But to those who do, go off. Celebrate your freedom under your new king.
So, y'all celebrating 4th of July? You really about to celebrate while they are burning the Constitution? I ain't never really cared for the 4th of July, to be honest, but this year is definitely not feeling real free-ish. So while they out there burning things up and just randomly kidnapping people, they really think you about to go spend $60 billion. We about to go spend $60 billion celebrating the 4th of July. No, I don't think so. So in case you hadn't heard, the 4th of July is being boycotted. Your choice. We are suggesting that you just spend the day with your family. A good, nice day with your family if you have to celebrate. But going out to those big celebrations, watching them blast off fireworks saying we're free, no. No, thank you. No. Nothing about this administration says freedom.
When you see Black people outside having fun today on the 4th of July, please know that this is not a celebration like a birthday party. This is the repast. This is the after party to the funeral, where you go to your grandmama's house with all your cousins. You have some liquor and some good-ass food, and you do the wobble in the driveway with your cousins. This is not a show of patriotism in any way, shape, or form. This is grief in the best way we know how to show it, since the only thing open today is the liquor store and Walmart. We will grieve those that we have loved and lost and show our mourning by pouring a little in a cup for those that have gone on to glory with the Lord. In this case, healthcare and EBT, as well as bodily autonomy. May you rest in peace for eternity with the Maker above. Of course, we will cry for this country in our best way we know how, because we built this shit. We just gonna have a cup in our hand.
This is a 4th of July message to Americans. It wasn't that long ago that your forefathers overthrew a corrupt king and ended taxation without representation. And I very firmly believe, as much as this regime is trying to wear you down and make you feel isolated and alone and scared and sick and all the rest of it, as much as they are doing that, you still have that ability in you. What happened yesterday is devastating. Like, I'm feeling heartbroken and sad, and I live on the other side of the Atlantic Ocean. I imagine many of you are feeling pretty weird and pretty sad this morning. And that's fine. If you need to take this weekend to lick your wounds and spend time with the people that you love, do that. But on Monday, I am imploring you, if you haven't already, to find the thing that you can do that will help bring down this corrupt king. You have a lot of options, okay? There are a load of young progressive candidates who are primarying the institutional Democrats, all right? Find one local to you and support them. We have a couple of general strike movements. I'll tag them in the thing below. There's the People's Sick Day as well. I know as well for this weekend there's a big kind of economic blackout boycott movement happening and a sick day on Monday. So find the thing that suits you and do it with all your heart, because they want you to think it is hopeless. It is not hopeless.
If you're feeling a disconnect between this 4th of July 3-day weekend that you're supposed to be celebrating and enjoying, you're not alone, because we grew up just loving this holiday because it meant something. It meant freedom. But now we are questioning the definition of freedom. Freedom from what? And freedom for who? Because right now, people don't feel free. Not when politicians are banning books, stripping away reproductive rights, criminalizing health care for trans people, making it harder for people to vote. Is it the freedom to become poor from student loans or from health care? It's hard to celebrate independence in a country where corporate greed holds everyone hostage, where wages stay low, but rent keeps rising. The truth is, this country, the US, the divided states of America, no longer feels free. So if you're not lighting a sparkler this weekend or sitting on the sidelines in discomfort, it's not because you're not American or un-American. In fact, you're probably more American because you recognize that this is not how it should be.
Hey, so what are you doing for 4th of July? Oh, I'm not celebrating that. Why not? You're American. Yeah, well, it's not true anymore. I don't get it. What do you mean it's not true? Well, the reason why we declared independence and why we celebrate the 4th of July is no longer applicable here in the United States in 2025. You don't understand what you're saying. Can you explain that? Yeah, sure. So in 1776, we wrote the Declaration of Independence, which was our way to break out of British rule. And then the 13 colonies became the United States of America because of the Declaration of Independence. But see, in 1773, there was the Boston Tea Party, which was part of the revolution against the taxation without representation that the British overlords were using against the 13 colonies. So because they were being taxed too much, they revolted. And then in 1775, there was the Revolutionary War, and then that led to the Declaration of Independence being signed. We celebrate the 4th of July because we were happy to be free, finally, from the tyrannical reign of the rich overlords in Britain. Okay, I still don't understand why you're not currently gonna celebrate your independence from Britain. That has nothing to do with 2025. Yeah, no, I know it has nothing technically to do with what was written back in 1776, but it's a silent protest that the majority of us are going to participate in, because it makes no sense to the majority of us to celebrate a day that is marked independence from British overlords that were taxing us too much, when we are currently deep in the chokehold of an oligarchy fascist takeover of this country. But we will celebrate it again. Might not be the same date, but we will celebrate the independence from the current overlords that are taking over this country. So that's why.
Child, who's celebrating the 4th of July? That shit is canceled. Remember, black people, we boycotting, and to our allies. The fuck? 4th of July? Don't that shit stand for freedom? Everybody ain't got freedom. So everybody ain't celebrating. Fuck the 4th of July. Keep your ass on a boycott. Period.
It's the 4th of July, but it don't feel like it. Normally on the 4th of July in the area where I live, like firecrackers will be popping all night long on the 3rd through midnight through the morning. I heard barely anything. Like last year, it was so many firecrackers. It was literally, you could see the smoke when you look out the window. And everybody normally will walk around pop firecrackers. 4th of July is like, nobody even trying to celebrate that. Like, I don't know what's going on in y'all area. What's going on in y'all area? Because it's nothing. Like, it's nothing going on. Nothing popping. I don't hear nothing. It's pretty dry. It's pretty dry. I look forward to seeing my grandsons today, and I hope that their parents have a great time. And my daughter and her husband have a wonderful time for the 4th of July, and everybody be safe. But, yeah, I mean, I'm not feeling it. I'm not trying to do nothing for the 4th of July. I'm hoping my kids don't want no firecrackers and stuff, because I really just want to stay in, cook for my family, relax, watch a couple movies, and stay to ourselves. Everybody be safe. Happy 4th of July. What are y'all doing for the 4th of July? Anybody has any plans?
I'm not celebrating 4th of July anymore. I'm not celebrating Independence Day. I don't feel very liberated in this country anymore. There was a time where Independence Day and 4th of July and being with your family and friends and spending a bunch of money and regretting it, there was a time where that was pretty cool. I'm not buying fireworks. I'm not setting fireworks off. I'm not paying the exorbitant amount of money to get a vehicle in to watch fireworks locally. I just don't care. I don't feel like celebrating what America stands for. Does that make me a horrible American? Maybe it does. With things like this concentration camp coming up in the Everglades, missing children all over the place being found, and no names are released of the perpetrators, Diddy getting off with a slap on the wrist. I don't want to celebrate anything to do with America anymore. Maybe I'm the problem.
Okay, so we can all collectively agree that we are not celebrating July 4th, right?
That's a hard no. That's a hard pass, and we can't collectively agree on any of that. So you can boycott it. You can sit at home. You can go to some weird 2.0 King's Parade and all the other stuff. But most of us, the majority of Americans, the people that love this country and have pride in it and have pride in our administration and have pride in our neighbors and just, have lives, we're packing. We're packing for the lake, and we're packing for fun shenanigans, and we're going to enjoy our friends and our families and the people that we love, and we're going to celebrate the fact that locals like you get to come on here and say this irrational, insane kind of stuff because you have the freedoms of this country that your military has served and the independence that we've gained, so that you can come on here and do the bullshit that you do. So yeah, we're going to go out and celebrate that because that gives us pride. But yeah, you do you, boo. Be safe. Cheers.
July 4th is not the same holiday as Labor Day, Veterans Day, Memorial Day, etc. So for all of you room temperature IQ'd people on my Facebook just up in arms about who can celebrate July 4th and who can't, I would advise you to do some research on what you're celebrating on July 4th. As much as you might like to stand around your kiddie pool with your 12 stepkids drinking Budweiser and smoking cigs, talking about how America's number one, the whole point of July 4th is to remember that we intentionally chose to never live under authoritarian rule again, to have freedom, to have actual independence. We will never live under a king again. The spirit of the American person is one of rebelliousness, is one of fighting, one of standing up for others, specifically standing up for those with less rights than themselves. So if you are someone with tons of rights and freedoms and liberties, it is your duty to stand up for those who are disadvantaged, disenfranchised, or don't have the same rights. So no, we're not celebrating our military killing people and standing up. We're celebrating our independence and our intentional decision to never live under a king again. Remember that.
Hey, what's up, family? So I have a question for my Latino brothers and sisters. Are y'all doing the 4th of July this year? Because I strongly recommend you sit this one out. There is no reason for you to celebrate Independence Day in America. And normally in LA, every 4th of July, you guys are doing rocket launchers, grenades, missiles, all kind of stuff to ignite the night sky. But this year, it should be quiet. Let's be quiet this year. Let's all just be quiet this year, because what this administration has done to the city of Los Angeles is insulting. It's insulting, it's disrespectful. You brought in chaos and confusion. You've emptied our streets. You've created so much anxiety and stress and tension. So you know what? We're gonna sit this one out. So my Latino brothers and sisters, I'm with y'all. I'm with y'all. I'm not doing a sparkler. I'm not doing a bottle rocket, nothing this year. Nothing this year. However, if you do make some barbecue, I mean, I'm just saying. But when it gets dark, let's just have it be dark. No fireworks, no nothing. And let's just show them how much we do GAF about what they are doing and how they have treated us and y'all. All right? So let's sit this one out this year. No 4th of July. No 4th of July. Period. And especially no fireworks. There is nothing to celebrate.